Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to another fun week of our English 235 class. Week 5, guys. How'd that happen? That's amazing. We're so far in. We're like almost halfway. Did you know that already? It's amazing. All right, so let's talk about this week. And yes, I am rocking a Hufflepuff sweater today. It's my house. I'm proud of it. It's clearly the best one. So, I will argue with any takers because it's the best house. All right, that's for my Harry Potter nerds. The rest of you, yay, let's talk about this week. This week we are going to start working on technical descriptions. And technical descriptions is an assignment that builds a bit on the technical definitions work that we did earlier this quarter. So several of our assignments are building assignments where we gather some of the skills we need, demonstrate our ability to do those skills well, and then we build on those skills, and I'll ask you for more complex tasks with the same basic premise in mind. And so that's what this technical description paper basically is. We're building on our definition skills and some of our other skills like writing clearly and concisely, as we did in our abstract, writing for a specific audience, as we did in our newsletter article, and utilizing APA format, which we did last week. So all of our skills are ultimately building toward our recommendation report at the end of the quarter. But our technical description paper is the next one on the docket. So let's talk about this. We are going to be reading about the process of writing descriptions, especially in the real world, like in different work scenarios. And you'll find that in your text on these pages. If you have an older edition of the text, just look up writing descriptions or descriptions, and it should take you to the same chapter, just different pages. And then you're going to work on writing it. We do have a peer review, so you do need to have your document completed by Thursday so that you can get some feedback from your classmates to make your writing even stronger, more concise, and more clearly addressing the needs of your audience as we work on revising and then turning in that final draft on the 24th. So let's take a look at that assignment description real quick, as we always do. We have the technical description assignment, and then there is a peer review process, which is in the discussion boards for you. So do make sure to check on that. We'll talk about it in a minute here. So the technical description assignment, once again, we have another fun web page for you to go through. This is asking you to do something, like I said, that builds on your previous assignment. So you are going to be using a 3-part formal definition, as we did before, and a parenthetical definition, as we did before. You're going to include at least 3 figures, and that's something new, including visuals. So do make sure to check out the modules tab. I've got some help for you on that. We need a precise title and a correct documentation, which is why we spent time working on all of this APA stuff last week. So we've got our assignment guidelines here. You're going to choose a simple object. I do have a recorded lecture on this, so please watch it. But as you'll find in the lecture, the more simple your object, the better this project is going to go for you. So if you picked a cell phone, this paper is going to be like 100 pages long because you're going to have to address all the parts of a cell phone. And I don't even know what to call all the inside parts, right? So that would take a long time to talk about if you needed to write a description on your cell phone. However, let's see. I'm just going to look around and see what's sitting next to me. I have small children. I don't know if you know. So if I wanted to write a technical description about my son Charlie's very favorite toy in the whole entire world, this thing's a treasure. If it's ever lost, my life is probably over. Only partly kidding. I could write a technical description paper describing this particular toy. This would be about the range of 3 to 5 pages, which is what we're shooting for. So we want something simple. If I wanted to talk about describing this, I could break it down into its wheels, its undercarriage base area, its mounts, and its top component. And then I would talk about all of those things. This is a simple object. It may seem so simple, but this could work itself into a 3 to 5 page essay. So imagine if you pick something complex like how a cell phone works, right? That's going to be a really long essay. So pick something very simple, and then you will work through it in this assignment. Do avoid plagiarism. There are a lot of websites out there that do technical descriptions. Definitely make sure that this is your own writing. Not only am I familiar with your voice as a writer now, so it's easy to find when you didn't write something, but also we're sending everything through a plagiarism checker called Turnitin, which will send me to the website you copy and pasted from. So I know none of us would ever consider plagiarism, but like if it's a moment of weakness, like the idea of flitted across your brain, please just don't do it. You can take your own photos or you can find stock photos online, but if you pick something specific like this little guy, you can just take your own photos of it and use those as your graphics. And there is a specific way that we organize graphics in APA style. There will be a title to the graphic. You will give the graphic. You will give a figure number. You should have 3 figures, so count up to 3. And then a short description of the image. And if you got the image from online, you need to cite it. If you took the image, you do not need to cite it. And then if you took the image from online, you will need to have a references page that then has the proper APA formatted citation. If you took the picture of your little object, you obviously don't have to cite it under the picture and you don't have to cite it in the references page. Makes it really easy. So that's a little bit about images. So I have actually a lot of really helpful stuff for you in the modules tab for this assignment. So let's go ahead and scroll down through there. We did all of these. Yay! Look at how far we got to scroll, guys. This is like halfway through the modules, so congratulations, way to be awesome. Lots of helpful things here. So I have the technical description PowerPoint where I'm going to walk you through the process step by step and talk about some of the ways we might use this sort of writing in the real world. Here is a template. I highly recommend downloading the template and using it to structure your writing. Here is a sample in which I do the technical description for a baseball cap, which actually works pretty well. And then here is a sample technical description document. So if you want to see how someone else successfully completed this assignment, I have a sample for you, which I think you'll find very helpful. Probably the thing that will be most helpful to you is this recorded lecture link. So please, please, please watch it. It will help you so much. I cannot tell you enough how much it will help you. Please watch it. It's not very long, and I will walk you through the entire process of how to write this assignment. We also have some supplemental materials like elements of design, graphics, how to cite digital images in APA style. So if you're getting any of your pictures off the internet, you're going to want this link. It's really going to help you out. And then if you are a visual brainstormer, there's a bubble map generator that kind of helps you look at your ideas, look at the different pieces of a document, and how to correctly put this all together. So lots of great resources for you here. Please take advantage of these because they're going to help you be successful in this assignment. The last thing I want to address real quickly here is your peer review. So we can go ahead and go into this assignment. This is going to be due on Thursday. You are going to upload your draft, your completed draft, to this discussion board as a Word document, ideally. If you do upload it as a Google document, make sure that permissions are enabled for whoever is going to read it. Otherwise, they won't be able to give you feedback because they won't be able to access your document. Once you post your draft, you're going to complete this response form. So download this, have it open on one side of your screen as you're reading your partner's document, and make notes and suggestions of how they could improve their writing. And then post your filled out peer response form as a reply to your partner's technical description document. Sometimes peer review makes us feel a little bit uncomfortable because we're like, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Like, I'm sure they tried really hard. And that's great. But how often have you gotten a paper back and it just said something like, good job, nice work, thumbs up, you're nice. You're like, oh, that makes my heart go pitter-patter, but also it doesn't make me a better writer at all, does it? Like, I have nowhere to improve if somebody writes that on my paper. So if we just get a little smiley face and like, good job, basically we're telling our partner, I don't care if you fail, like, suck it, loser. And we really don't want to tell that to our partner, like, heavens, nobody wants to tell that to their partner. So instead, from a place of love and friendship, we're just going to brutally rip their document apart. from a place of love and friendship, because we want them to do well. We want them to get a lot of points on this assignment. And the best way we can help them get a lot of points is to be very critical of their writing and give them lots of opportunities for revision and for improvement. So the more you write on your peer response form, suggestions for making the writing better, the more we're saying to our partner, you've got this. I'm invested in your success. I know you can do super well on this. Here are some ways that you can get even more points. And so that's what we want to communicate. So by giving our partner a really full peer feedback sheet, we're really doing them a favor. So please feel free, from a place of love and friendship, to be just brutal with your feedback. Rip their document apart, give them lots of stuff to work on, because that's really going to help them earn points in the long run. So that's how we're doing that peer review. Hooray! If you're looking through the website here, there is, the very last page talks about the peer review activity. We're not doing it that way. We're going to do it through the discussion boards, because I think that's going to work a lot better. So if you had questions about that, that is what's happening there. Just ignore page number 5 on the website. Otherwise, this is how the week's going to go. We're going to work on writing our technical description. We're going to pick a very simple, specific object to write our technical description paper about. We are going to watch the video, the recorded lecture video in the modules tab that tells you all about the prompt. We're going to check out the sample assignment that somebody did well, that you can write and use as inspiration in the modules tab. Then you're going to write your own description paper. You're going to upload it for peer review. You're going to peer review the person who posted directly below you with that feedback worksheet. Then you're going to revise over the weekend, and then you're going to turn that bad boy in Sunday at midnight. Good stuff coming our way. As always, if you have any questions, reach out, let me know. Otherwise, happy writing, and I look forward to seeing how your ideas come together.